Good evening, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle pre-match. And if you do like what you see, please don't forget to smash the like. It does help the channel, so follow Sean the Sheep. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come join this great community we got. Also, hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. You can become a member. It's 99p. And if you want to make a donation, do that in chat, clicking on the $ with all money reinvested back into the channel. So yes, so it's Carabao Cup duty for us again. It's that time of year again, and we're in the second round in the northern section, and we are playing Nottingham Forest at the City Ground, 8 p.m. kickoff. So the team news will be possibly around about 7 o'clock. It's normally an hour before now because it's not obviously a Premier League game. With it being a cup game, it's an hour. So we'll wait for the news as it happens. So we can't wait for it. We can't wait. That's for sure. So right, okay. Don't know what's happened there. Right, okay. So let's. I'm going to delve into some comments in a moment. But what we do know is it is the return of Sandro Tonali. Yes, he is back tonight after his 10-month ban, and that expired yesterday. So he is back tonight. I don't know if anybody saw the interview on NUFC TV. I thought he gave a terrific interview. His English is getting there as well, which is absolutely fantastic as well from Sandro Tonali. And I thought it was a great interview. He thanked the fans, the Newcastle United club as a whole, teammates, manager, coach and staff, everybody. So great to see him back tonight, and we can't wait to see what he got to offer tonight. Right, let's get into some comments before we get into the show anyway. Evening, Tony. Good evening to you, Trolls. Hope you're well. Evening all. Good evening to you, Jan. Hope you're well. Evening all. See, you finally got the Kaiser seal, Tony. Well, let's be honest. Look, I know fans have said, oh, he's injury prone. But I tell you what it is, right? I hope he stays fit for the season. And I hope he has not against us, obviously, but not when the playoffs, but any other team. I hope he has a cracking season for Liverpool, apart from when he plays us and he has a crap game. And then a lot of fans out there who says, oh, no, we don't want him because he's injury prone. I hope he rams that back down the throats, because this is what I'm going to say. I don't think he'll play a lot of games for Liverpool, let's be honest. He'll be a sub. But when he does play, I think we'll see the class player he actually is. And we might actually look at this and regret not getting him, because I tell you what, £10 million up front, it's a snip. Even if he got 25 games a season out of the guy, it's a snip. So I'm hoping it doesn't come back to haunt us. Hi, Tony. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're well, Paul. Evening, Tony, everyone. Good evening, Anthony Ross. Hope you're well. Evening, Tony and everyone. How are you all keeping? Yeah, absolutely fine, Lane. He says, come on the tune. Absolutely, mate. I just hope we are up for the show, up for it tonight. Yeah, I'm sure we will be. Hi all at the Stack with the missus, have a good show. Cheers, Mason. I hope you're having a great time, mate, at the Stack. Hi, Tony. Sorry for what happened on Chris's channel yesterday. Yeah, thank you for having me back, by the way, Ian Fleming. That is much appreciated, my friend. I wasn't happy with that mod on there. He had no right to speak to me like that. In fact, I'm going to call him out. It's antagonising Jody. Had no right to go on the way he did. And I will be speaking to Chris about this as well, and hopefully getting him removed as a mod as well, because he shouldn't have to come on a channel. And I was absolutely livid last night when I come off there. I was bouncing, and I'm sorry that I put swear words in the chat, but I was just absolutely livid. I just thought, who is he, and how dare he do that to me? You know, I do not come on here. I do not slate people, and I certainly do not use that word thief either. So look, you know, but again, Ian, thank you very much, my friend, for having my back and putting him in his place. Sandro, absolutely, Sandro. Can't wait to see Sandro back in the team and in the Newcastle shirt. Absolutely, David. Yeah, definitely. Wages was always an obstacle. Well, we don't know. We don't know. Some people are saying he's taking a pay cut at Liverpool. Again, we don't know. It's all speculation. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's all speculation. I firmly believe we will get 2 top players in the next 2 days, and it's boom, boom. Well, there is a report going around tonight that Miggy Almiron could be gone before the end of the transfer window. Apparently, Fulham, yes, you heard it correctly, Fulham. It's come from Alex Crook as well of TalkSport. They are among clubs that are interested in signing Almiron. So, who knows? Fingers crossed, we could see Almiron finally leave the club. Hope he starts. I think he will start, to be honest, yeah. Hope long he is left on the bench. Some people haven't got respected for ours, mates. No, absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. Right. So, before, obviously, we're waiting for the team news and everything to come out as well. Right. So, we know last night, Crystal Palace decided that they would put this guy in their team last night and play him, which meant if any potential sale come through to us, he would be cup-tied. You could say it's either a brave move by Palace or it's a smart move. Personally, didn't bother me if he's cup-tied or not, because, as I say, you can't always guarantee if we're going to progress tonight or not. But, as I say, so Palace decided to put him in the team last night. They've got every right to play him. He's their captain. He's their player. We haven't actually signed him. We haven't actually got anything agreed. So technically, Palace are within our rights to play him. But it's the way this transfer is being drawn out, the way it's being played out as well, especially through likes of Steve Parish, the way he's gone on. He's gone on, not like an owner. He's gone on like somebody who's trying to sell a player, and he's trying to get other clubs involved, but no other clubs are wanting to be involved, and that is the problem. So he's not getting a bidding war. Now, reports are coming in from Germany as well today that we are very much interested in Mohamed Simikin. And it's coming from Sky Sports Germany and from Florian Plettenberg. Now, Simikin is apparently on a release clause, which is around about £60 million. But, this is the but, Leipzig are willing to accept 42 million for him. Now, to me, that's a no-brainer. Pay the 42 million. Simikin is a hell of a centre-back, by the way. Go and get Simikin, and then you've got the money to go and get a right winger. Now, I know we're not going to get Madueke because he scored like 4 goals in like 2 games for Chelsea, and there's no way they're letting him go now. But there's plenty of wingers out there we could go and get, and you'd have the money to go and get them, because if you get him for 42 million, you've then got that. If we were willing to pay 75 million for Marquis, then you've got that extra money, plus any money on top of that. And if Almiron leaves as well, you got his money. So look, it's not all doom and gloom. But the one thing I will say is, and this is where I don't like this bit of doom and gloom from Newcastle fans. Not all fans, by the way, but just some of them. Now, as soon as this was mentioned, there was one Newcastle fan put straight on there. Oh, yeah, but Barcelona, Liverpool and a Saudi club are interested in Simikin. We've got no chance, no European football. And this is what really boils my piss, if I'm honest, right? It really does rail me up. It really annoys me. We're being linked to a top-class player in Simikin, and our fans have to pour cold water on it or play it down. It's like they don't want to sign him. And I'm like, don't you want to see this club progress? You know, and this really annoys me with fans on Twitter. Why don't you embrace it and say, well, actually, this is great. We're being linked. We're going in for top draw players. You should be happy that we're going in for the elite players. what was it these fans want? Do they just want us to carry on, just tootling along in mid-table and not attempting to try and win a trophy, not attempting to try and get in the Champions League and compete in it? You know, I want this club to do well. I want to see this club win a trophy. And if that means we've got to get the best players in to win a trophy, then goddamn well go and do it and get the best players in. But it really does boil my piss that these fans think that they're just like to go on and go, oh, well, all these clubs are interested. So what? Did we have Europe when Bruno come to us? No, we did not. We were in a relegation scrap. Trippier come to us in a relegation scrap. Were we in Europe when Alexander Isak joined? No, we were not. But he still joined the club because he joined the project. And that is exactly what we can sell to Simikin. Liverpool fans are fretting over this deal because they don't think that club's going in for him. And I'm sorry, where's Barcelona got the money for him? And the Saudi club, as far as I'm concerned, they can naff right off. And I hope he doesn't want to go to Saudi. And I think at 24, you might not want to go to Saudi. I mean, what's your thoughts? What do you think about fans when they're going on saying, oh, well, all these clubs are interested, we got no chance? How do you know we've got no chance? You know, remember, who used to be at Leipzig? Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell will have a very good relationship with the RB group. And I'm sure if he's in there, he could be negotiating. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All of a sudden, it could explode and Simikin could be on Tyneside in the next day or two. So look, embrace when we're going in for these top-class players. If we're going in for talent, like elite players, embrace it. Okay, if we don't get them, we don't get them. But at least we'll throw my name in the ring. We'll throw my hat in the ring to say, look, when Newcastle, we are here, and we are wanting to fight to be at the top end of the table, and we want to be at the top table, so we're going to throw our hat in the ring to have a chance. It's like somebody saying, oh, well, I haven't won. Oh, my friend's just won 180 grand on the lottery. Well, I wish that could have been 180 grand, but I don't put the lottery on. Well, if you don't put the lottery on, you never know. You're never going to win, are you? And it's just the same with transfers. If you don't put the money in and have a go, you know, you're not going to be anywhere near. So look, that's what I'm saying about some of our fan base, and you know, it really has to. You know, some of them have to change, unfortunately. I'm just going to nip into some comments. I mean, I don't know what, you know, I don't know what your thoughts are about what I've just said there, but I think I'm right what I'm saying. Sorry I had to have that rant, but it really does bother me when some of our fans are like that, and I'm just like, why? You know, you should be happy. You know, that we're going for players like this, of that calibre. It's like I say, even if we don't get them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But at least we've been there and we've tried. And that is what we want to see. Now for Mark Gui, I don't care if we've moved away from him. Let him rot at Palace. Sorry, let him rot. Let him have a shit season for Palace. Because next summer, he won't even be worth 30 million quid if he has a crap season. If his head's been turned, he has a crap season for Palace. Now they're going out signing defenders to sign the Crow, and they're after Shalabar now from Chelsea. If we've walked away and they come knocking down saying, you can have Gui now, we'll say, no, you can't. No, we don't want him now. We've got Simikin coming or whatever. We're going in for Simikin. You know, and I hope that's what the club have done, because Parish does not deserve an ounce of money from us whatsoever because of the way he's gone on over this transfer. He's been absolutely diabolical. Paul says Gordon wants the Liverpool move. Does he? I've not heard that, mate, but I hope he doesn't. Gordon said he can get Champions League. I think so. He stays. Yeah, I think so. Anne says, evening, Tony. Not expecting too much from Tonali tonight. Take a few games, but I hope I'm wrong. Gets a hat-trick. Yeah, I think it'll take Tonali a little bit of time. He's got to get back to match fitness, hasn't he? Joe Litton, Mr. Eels has his finger stuck up his backside. He needs to pull it out. Absolutely. Sandro scored the first goal. How's the signing? How's the new signing? Tonali, great to see him back. Yeah, absolutely. It feels like a new signing, doesn't it? I just thought of one thing with Tonali. He's a master of playing long balls, absolutely. And hopefully he gets some corners to take and free kicks. Why not just go for 2 players, a centre back and a right wing for the 70 million? Is per pool our players and like 3. Everyone else has had like 50. I mean, the thing is, everybody else is strengthening around us. And if we want to be in challenging to get in the top 4, we aren't going to get in the top 4 with this squad, I'm afraid. We need to strengthen. And, you know, maybe we're just waiting until the end of the window to do it all. Maybe. Watched the Palace last night. Gay wasn't good anyway. Behind the pace, prefers Simikin. Absolutely, yeah, so do I. Odds on Elliot Anderson assisting Chris Wood tonight for a 95th minute winner, says Lewis Adams. Yeah, I mean, look, I watched that Forest game on Saturday, and to be honest, I wasn't impressed with Anderson, to be honest with you. Didn't think he played that well. Luke Edwards made a post on Twitter that Gay was a smokescreen, and we are again going for a blockbuster saying I don't know if we should believe it or not. Who knows? Who knows? You know, we're just all getting frustrated with the transfer window. David Knight says, yeah, we are all frustrated at the minute, Tony. Absolutely. Think of the blood pressure, Tony. No, honestly, it really does annoy me the way some of our fans go on. And it's like, you know, what do you want? Do you want to go back to when our former owner used to bring in the likes of, you know, Ryan Fraser and players like that? Is that where you want to be? You want to be scratching on buying a £3 million player when we can go out and get a £42 million player? And, you know, what are people not happy about it? Whoever we say now fully back behind them, absolutely. It's like Christmas, Sandro Tonali, absolutely. Jake, hello, mate, hope you're well. We got cheer over Man U, absolutely, trolls. Been going since 1974, absolutely, for a trophy. I'll be happy if we're competing for the top 4. Breaking Newcastle in for a Mexican right wing and knee one on a 4-year deal. Can also play goalkeeper too, I like it. Brian says, couldn't have said it better, matey. The pressure is ramping up every hour of the happy clappers. Want the likes of Calvert-Lewin. Exactly. This is what I'm saying, Brian. You know, it's, you know, be happy. Be happy that we're looking at players of the calibre of Simikin. He's a class centre-half. I would have him over Gay any day. It's great to have him back. Hope he scores, says Amanda. Absolutely, Amanda. Well said, Tony. Thank you very much, Anthony Ross. We could do with another forward to partnership with Isak. Definitely. I think how is the problem wanting average players, not what Mitchell shows him on the list as probably he has. Yeah, maybe. Amanda says, I think better players are out there than Gay. Yeah, do you know what I do as well? Simikin is a class act, and he can play right back as well. So, you know, you got the best of both worlds. Miguel Marquez, I'm Magpie fan from Portugal. Oh, brilliant. Nice to see you, mate. If you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe and also do hit that like as well. Thank you very much. As I've got 56 watching at the moment as well. So if you haven't yet smashed the like, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel. The team news should be out in about 5 minutes, I would imagine, unless it's out now. I'm just going to have a look. It probably isn't, but they're probably getting ready to announce the teams anyway. But there's a picture there with Sandro there as well, and Bonds and Asula, sorry. Wayne says, evening, Tony and all in chat. Been away well, but catching up now. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, absolutely doing very well, mate. And yeah, absolutely. It's great to have, just great to be back, isn't it? With all the, you know, the Premier League and everything and football. It's great now, isn't it? The club say top 4 is the aim this season. I'm keeping them to it. Yeah, absolutely. Saudi's probably going to get sick of people whinging constantly and sell up. No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will, Jake. I don't think they'll get to that stage. But I think what it is I think eventually, though, they'll, you know, what I don't understand is it's just the way some of our fans are, you know. It's like they just don't want to, you know, they just don't want the club to progress, some of them. And, you know, and I get some of them are probably stuck back from the era, what was, but we've just got to. Brian said it yesterday. My other teams are strengthened. We can't be complacent in this league, and we get hammered by the teams and new players. Absolutely, Brian. I mean, the thing is as well, Brian. I mean, Brighton had their new player yesterday. Matt O'Reilly started, and he went off injured after 9 minutes. Bit of a shame that he's a very good player, by the way, Matt O'Reilly, and I think he's going to be good in the Premier League. I mean, even Ipswich have strengthened again today because they've now bought a player from Luton Town, Ogbenny. Do you remember Ogbenny? That fast winger. Well, they've signed him for about £8 million. So yeah, right. Big up Tony, says Mick. Big up to you, mate. I hope you're well. I get to actually see the match tonight. Yeah, definitely. Look, when we got players from Leeds, they were brilliant for us. Yeah, I mean, we've had some good players from there. None other than Gary Speed. I can see the game and play poker at the same time, says Jan. Nice one, Jan. Hope you win. I think we could get Tomori for under 70 million, and his English experience surely he's worth a punt. Not a bad shout, Joe Linton. Not a bad shout, mate. But I don't think he'll leave Milan. As long as he starts, I'm losing it. Have you heard anything about Miggy to Fulham? Alex Crook is reporting it, but is he enough? I mean, look, yeah, he is. He's saying not only Fulham, but there's other clubs interested. Do you know what? I hope so, Mick. I really do hope so. Miggy could do the move. It might do him good going to Fulham, to be honest with you. I wanted Madueke, but no chance now. Absolutely not. Not when he scored 4 in 2 games. No doubt. No chance. Gareth, not happy at the moment. The lack of transfer quality. I'm waiting to judge the window when it closes. Yeah, after 11 p.m. on Friday night, we will know if it's been a great window or not. David says, Tony, ask that fan in Portugal if we should sign Diamonde with 70 million. You could sign a centre back on the planet. I mean, yeah, Diamonde he's a cracking centre half, isn't he? He would be brilliant, but it all depends who the owners are looking at. But if we're going for Simikin, I'll be happy with Simikin. In fact, I'll be more than happy with Simikin. I just think that would be an absolute cracking signing. Team news is coming soon with a picture of Tonali or a video of Tonali. Kenneth says this right. RB Salzburg have got some players. Yeah, they have. Definitely. Miguel says Diamonde from Sporting, and I'm a Benfica fan. Oh well, there you go. Then that's your answer. He's not gonna say how good he thinks he is. Tonight's big night because if we get beat tonight, don't bring in anyone. The time the window shuts, and Spurs turn us over, I think Eddie will be under huge pressure. I mean, even be sacked. Do you know what, Predator? That is what I'm thinking. If we get beat tonight, and say we get a hammering off Spurs, which I hope we don't, then I think there will be problems. Hope Eddie starts Barnes and Gordon. Well, we'll find out because I'm going to see now if the team news is here. And it should be here because it's now 7 o'clock. So hopefully they're on time with it. And, they are. And, I like the way they've done the team news tonight for a change. Right, okay. So, in goal, Nick Pope. Right back and captain, Kieran Trippier. Emil Kraft. And Dan Burn at centre back, Hall at left back. In the midfield, we have Sandro Tonali's back. Yeah, he's back. Joe Willock and Joe Linton. So that's the midfield 3. And the front 3 is Almiron, Almiron, Isak, and Harvey Barnes, because I got it in order. On the bench, it's Ruddy, Gordon, Target, Asula, Livramento, Murphy, Kelly, Longstaff, and Bruno. So I will put that team news on the screen for you. They'll still put it in number order, it's still confusing the hell. But but I'll get that on here for everybody to see. It'll be winging its way at the screen in about less than 10 seconds. I see. There we go. So there he is, and Tonali's the picture on there. So what is your thoughts on that team news? Are you happy with that team? Is that a team that can go out there and beat Forest? I'd certainly think they could do. Obviously, we can't expect too much from Tonali straight away. But you know what? We'll wait and see. And I'm just going to have a look at the Forest lineup and see who they line up with and see if they've got a couple of old boys in there. Right. Okay, so the Forest team is I gather that's that goalkeeper, Miguel, in goal. I don't know who he is. Elliot Anderson plays. Awonyi. Omobamdeli. Is it Omobamdeli? There you go, Omobamdeli. Dominguez, De Silva Moreno, Jota, Sosa, Willie Bolly, the captain, who always likes to goal against us, doesn't he? He used to for Wolves. And Abbott. On the bench, it is Turner, Sanger, Williams, Chris Wood, Hudson-Odoi, Toffolo, Elanga, Milenkovic, and Perry. So that is the Forest lineup for tonight. And again, I will pop the Forest team for you in a moment on the screen. But do get your thoughts in on the chat about the Newcastle team. Do you like that team? Is that a good team for tonight? And yeah. Simon says, if Chelsea are your Maduetti, why are they after a swap deal with Sterling? Do you know what it is, Simon? I mentioned this the other day. I said, if they're going to bring in Sancho, then surely does that mean Maduetti could be on the move? And I said that the other day. It wouldn't surprise me because you've got Pedro Neto who can play right wing. Then you're going to have Sancho. And you've got Maduetti. You haven't got room for three. So, yeah, do you know what? I totally get it, yeah. How will sell Miggy if the club tell him he has to? Julie J, good evening, everyone. Happy Sandro Tonali Day. Absolutely, Julie. Nottingham Forest played well in the first two games. It'd be a tough game away. Absolutely, Dave, mate. Absolutely. That will be a very tough game. Right, there's the Forest lineup for you. Surprising go with a picture of Anderson, to be honest. I'll be happy just to put two fingers up with Palace. Absolutely, I will as well. Good evening, all, says Sergeant Charles. Good evening, mate. Hope you're well. This is crunch season for Eddie. No doubt about that. Absolutely, Julie. Absolutely. Mamma mia, says Mick. Absolutely, mate. Big up Tonali's back. Let's go. Absolutely, Miguel. Absolutely, mate. I think it's late to get a quality centre back. Apart from Gee, clubs can't get replacements. Don't think Howe would get sacked after 2 defeats. Take a few more. Alan, apparently, according to German reporters, so Florian Plettenberg and Sky Sports Germany, we are in for Mohamed Simikin from RB Leipzig, and apparently they will accept 42 million from him. So, do you know what? Get it done, Newcastle. Get it done, please. And I reckon we could get it done because Paul Mitchell will have a good relationship with the RB group. So, yeah, get it done, please. 4-1 win, says Lee Kelly. Miggy, though, number order. Can you not count, Tony? Hey, is it not in number? Is it? I'm sure it's in number order. I don't know. I was just trying to work out what the team was and what positions there were. Yeah, it is in number order. Apart from Pope, obviously Pope's at the top, but then the rest of it's in number order. Because you got Trippier 2, Joe Linton 7, Tonali 8, Barnes 11, 14 Isak, 17 Kraft, 20 Hall, 24 Almiron. So, yeah, 28 Willock, 33 Byrne. So it is number order. Imagine Anderson scores the winner. Knocks us out. Oh, that would just be... Do you know what, Brian? That would be the Newcastle thing. We've had that many a time where an ex-player scores against... Well, take it. Chris Wood never scored a hat-trick in the Premier League and scores one against us last season. Gordon and Bruno coming on a half time if we're not winning. Going to be a tough game, but Howe needs to get this win. Absolutely, Tiger. Sandro, ole, ole, ole. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Mr. Headless Chicken starting. Remember how Tonali did on his first game against Villa? Yeah, absolutely. Dave says, a good team other than Murphy. Barnes needs a performance, usually does better as an impact sub for us. Need Willock to do his driving runs, strong bench. Hopefully Eddie used it early if needed. Yeah, I totally agree, Dave. I mean, look, I've always said Barnes is a good impact sub, but again, let's see what he can do from the start. So you never know. After that assist on Sunday, he may be even better now. Joe Linton will improve after was shock. Yeah, he's got to improve, Alan. Absolutely. Players need to get the win, not just how. Absolutely, they do. Thing is, we scraped against Southampton. We rescued a draw against Bournemouth. Well, in fact, we shouldn't have won that game. We should have lost it. The VAR saved us. VAR was on our side that day. Let's be honest. So thankfully for VAR, they were actually on our side. Ronald says, glad we've put out a strong side. Absolutely, mate. Brian Hagan says, why not Bruno? He runs the show. Yeah, he may come on in the second half. Please, not Anderson. Wood on the bench, thank goodness for that. Yeah, and Elanga on the bench. Glad Trippier and Hall are playing. Yeah, definitely. What time is kickoff? 8 p.m, David, 8 p.m. So... Simon says, Howe said all players are key in interviews, but he has to keep them all happy. He's not going to see anything. Absolutely, Simon. You know, any manager, I mean, look, we've seen it before at clubs where a manager says, oh, yeah, I'm glad I've got this player. He's great. And then the next day he's sold. And you're like, but you just backed him yesterday. But you've got to do that in management. You've got to keep the players happy. And that's exactly what it's all about. That shouldn't faff around and pay the release clause of Simicon. Yeah, well, if they're wanting, you know, if that's what they're wanting to do, then obviously just go and get them. Yeah, but we'll wait and see what happens, you know. But obviously, if we're in for Simicon, then we'll just see what happens. Let's see how it plays out, you know. Simon said, oh yeah, read that one. Fans wanted Trippier out not long ago, and they all want him to stay. I mean, look, Trippier made a difference when he come on. So did Lewis Hall. Let's be honest. Bargain for that player. Can't stand these Muppets wanting to try and milk our club if we are willing to roll them in cash. Exactly. That's the thing. Sod Palace, sod Steve Parish. Off you go, Steve Parish. Enjoy. Because next season, when he's not playing well, and he's got a year left on his contract, well, under a year left on his contract, you'll probably be lucky if you scrape 30 million quid for Gui. I'm afraid greed has got the better of Parish this time, and I hope it has. Apparently Mitchell is in France, says Chris Daver, talking to PSG about Skriniar. Never know. Peter says, evening, Tony. Eel said this would be a transformative window. Certainly is not that. We've had not brought one first-team player. Absolutely. I'm still waiting for it. Somebody described Darren Eales as worse than a double-glazed salesman. I mean, honestly, needs to pull his finger out. Thought he was off to Saudi. Maybe he is. Fabrizio was claiming Al Nassr were inquiring about Simicon. Do you know what, 24, can you see him going to Saudi League? I can't see it. Not if there's European teams want him. I think he might want to crack at the Premier League. And now on Trippier to go, but was prepared for it happening. Yeah, absolutely. Still could go, you know. We don't know. So, no Morgan's Gibbs White. No, Roy, not at all. No. Parish has to be contender for Cock of the Week. He's an absolute melt. He is, absolutely. After they pay Chelsea the 30 million for Gui, it's 24 million. Well, That's their problem, innit? You know, it's like when Ivan Toney moves to Chelsea, we'll get a cut in the fee because we'll get a sell-on clause out of that. So, you know, happy days. Liverpool will go for Green next season at the cheaper price. Yeah, absolutely. Fabrizio doesn't always say get it happening. Absolutely doesn't. And that midfield cooks. He doesn't always get it right, Fabrizio. Remember, here we go for Joe Pedro, and then it went quiet, and then a couple of days later, in comes Isak. So, you know. David says, people are forgetting 50 million is a massive amount for a centre-back. 65, he would have to be world-class if we don't sign anyone. I don't think Darren will dare go to Stack for a while, though. No, I don't think he will do either, David. Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the game tonight? I mean, have you got a score prediction in mind? Do you know what? This is a tough one because I mean, there's some players now we know of Forest, some that we don't. I don't know who Miguel is, the goalkeeper. I've not heard of him before. So I don't know what to expect. I'm going to go for 2-1 win for the Toon. Because I do think Forest will score, but I think we'll score the goals to get through the tie. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. I want to see Lewis Hall will score 1 and Tonali. There you go. Right, so the officials for our game tonight. Oh, great. Right. I hope you're all ready for this. There's no VAR in option tonight, so remember, no VAR at all. Right, so our referee tonight is a one that we don't get on with, and I'm sorry to break the news, it's John Brooks. Yeah, you heard it right, John Brooks. Adrian Holmes and Wade Smith are his assistants, and the fourth official is Sam Allison, who was officiating the Man City game on Saturday when he gave the penalty for Man City. So yeah, John Brooks is the referee. It's not a referee that we particularly like, but at least it's not Pawson. Simon says, as Miguel is 6'6", keeper the same from Corinthians for 3.5 million. It could well be, Simon. Yeah, it could well be, mate. I don't know. I don't really take much notice, to be fair. Freaky. I'll stick my Forest 1, 2, and 3 on Picho last night, says Ronald. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Michael Oliver. No, I wish. No VAR, no excuses. Absolutely. Lewis, hi, mate. He says no VAR. Brian says, I think we'll win tonight. I'm going 6-0. I think we'll batter them. Do you know what? I'd be happy with that. I would be. But we'll see what happens. As long as it's not Pawson, no, Julie. It's definitely not Craig Pawson. That's for sure. So we definitely haven't got Pawson there. Guys, we've got 24 likes at the moment, but 82 watching. So if you haven't yet smashed the like, please do give it a thumbs up. That does help the channel, and it just means new viewers find it more easily. And also, if you're brand new to the channel, do come and smash that subscribe as well and join our great community. Julie's going for 4-1. Yeah, I'll take that all day, Julie. Absolutely. I'll take any scoreline. As I always say, I'll even take, I'll even take, a 1-0 with it off the goalkeeper's backside in the 95th minute. I'll take that all day long. I'll take it how we beat Southampton 1-0. Win ugly. I don't mind, So somebody's put on Twitter that Miggy Almiron's not travelled to Nottingham Forest while he's in the starting lineup. So somebody else who thinks they're in the know and out. Obviously, it just really, really knocks me, these people. But Florian Plettenberg said, and he's a very good journalist, by the way, and he doesn't get a lot wrong, if I'm honest with you. He says, Newcastle are exploring a deal to sign Mohamed Simikin until deadline day. Barcelona and Liverpool have also inquired about him, but there's also concrete interest from Saudi Arabia. Saudi, you can bugger off. We'll have him. Leipzig open for negotiations for the 24-year-old versatile defender, only with suitable offers as he's contracted till 2027. But as I've said before, the Paul Mitchell factor could come well into that because he worked with Leipzig and the RB group. So we could have an ace up our sleeve. There is talk that we are looking at Anthony Elanga as well, maybe. But again, will Forest let him go? Now, another name I threw in the other day, and actually I haven't threw it in on the show, I threw it in on the group chat, is what about Antoine Semenyo of Bournemouth? He's a right winger. Now, he's a cracking right winger, let's be honest. And how I think Semenyo would do well for Newcastle United. They only bought him for 10 million from Bristol City. And I think this guy is going to be a cracking player. Well, he already is a cracking player, but I think he can get better. But I don't think Bournemouth would sell him this close to the end of the window. Plus, they'd probably want about 40 million for him, let's be honest. But Semenyo is not a bad player. Look at the way he played against us on Sunday. He was all over the place. Barca can't register any more players to count them out. I thought there was something up with Barca that they couldn't. It's true, Wilson's out for 10 games and not 5. That's what they're saying, aren't they? They're saying he won't be back after the international break. So, yeah. Maybe this is why we're not wanting to play Asula much in case he gets a knock and gets injured. But hopefully he gets on tonight and has a go. If we sign a right wing, that's got to be Milan, says Calumego. Yeah, do you know what, mate? That's a good shout. I like him. I thought he was great in the Euros, wasn't he, for Netherlands? He wasn't so good against England, but he's fast, he's quick. And that is definitely a great shout, mate. Absolutely, I would take him all day long. And he can cover as a striker as well, yeah. And I think I've mentioned him before, Milan. But yeah, he is a cracking player. He really is. In the Euros, I thought he had a cracking Euros. So yeah, definitely, that's definitely one to. Whether we're looking at him or not, I don't know. But I would love to be I'd love it if we were looking at him. But maybe we're not, you know. One of our former players, though, that played for us was Mikel Merino. He's now joined Arsenal for £32 million. That's good for Arsenal, I suppose. A good move for them, isn't it? So yeah, he's so direct too. Can literally cover the whole front three. At worst case scenario, absolutely. Should be able to get any winger with loan obligation to buy. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure you have. Tony seems to ring a bell. Yes, yeah, I have. I still hope for Brian Mbeumo. I can't see Brentford letting him go. Not if Ivan Toney's leaving. No chance. Peter says, hand on heart, Tony, do you think we'll bring someone in? Do you know what, Peter? I'm still confident somebody's coming through the door. I'm still confident that somebody will come in. And look, and let's hope somebody does come in. Look, when Eddie Howe said yesterday that we'll not get a right winger and a centre back. Look, Eddie Howe is probably playing with the media, because is Eddie Howe really going to go out there and say, oh, by the way, or is he going to put his neck on the line and say, look, we'll get the centre back and the right winger this week before the end of the window, and then say we only end up with the centre back? Eddie Howe then looks stupid, so he's not going to say that, is he? So he's going to. We let that one slip. Marino, yeah, he was a cracking player, wasn't he? How do you think we'll do tonight? I think we'll win tonight, mate. I'm going 2-1. We're getting Kubo tomorrow. Tony, me pal Darren works at W.H. Smith Ponteland Airport, and he tells us believe, lads. I like it, Ricardo. Nice one, mate. I like transfer deadline day because you get all these stories coming out on, especially if you follow on the BBC app, and you see it and they go, oh, somebody will put a text in, my mate's just seen such and such at the airport, and it's like, yeah, it's great, isn't it? We miss Harry Redknapp though, don't we? Remember Harry Redknapp? Whereas the game on Sky Sports yesterday is Alan. We're signing Dummett. Yeah, he's supposed to be going to Portsmouth, apparently. That'll be a good one. That Simic chap would be an amazing signing. Yes, he would do, absolutely. I hope we win. I hope so, mate. We'll definitely need 2 in, really, and then see how it goes. I agree, Ronald. When it's quiet for us, it's normally we get someone we didn't expect, and maybe a surprise. I've said this all along. We're linked with so many players, and then there's a player comes to the door and you think, wow, I didn't think that was coming. What's to say? Well, look, there was a thing earlier on about Ferran Torres now. He's made a U-turn that he may leave Barcelona. So could he come to Newcastle? But again, we don't know. That's the thing. Surprises happen. Like he said about Kubo earlier, taking the pay about his mate. But the thing is, so he could walk through the door to Newcastle United, and then, do you remember last year when they said, oh, you had signing Harvey Barnes, and he said, and Eddie Howe said that deal's nowhere near even close. We're not even talking about that. And he was in the next room to Eddie Howe. So, let's wait and see. I mean, another thing with Elanga as well would be a good move because he's a Swedish teammate of Alexander Isak. And Elanga has pace to burn, and I think Elanga could be even improved more. So again, that wouldn't be a bad signing. Cup final game would be excellent, even if we don't win it. Yeah, absolutely. Why don't we try Miggy in the centre of the Sporty Sack? I would try Miggy in the number 10 role. Give him that 10 role that he's used to playing, and yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic. But that ain't going to happen, unfortunately, is it? So. What we would like to see. We'd like to see that. Ronald says, if Torres was homesick at City, would he really want to come? Yeah, he's been older now, though, mate. He may do. Calamango says, I don't think Elanga would have the end product. No, possibly not, mate. Possibly not. Yeah, he was canning the 22-23 season, Miggy. He was. Absolutely was. But if you go back to when Miggy played in the MLS, because he played in that number 10 role, you're scoring and assisting for fun. But the only manager that's really played him in his proper position as such was Rafa Benitez. Because he played him on the left-hand side. But if I go back to when he played in the MLS, Miggy, that was back 2018, he started all 37 games, scored 13 goals and got 11 assists. And that was coming in from the left. In fact, what I'll do is I'll share his heat map on here when he played in the MLS, and you'll see exactly how he done on, right, let's bring that up on screen. So there you are. So you can see his heat map there. And that's where he played. All that massive red area is where he played. He comes in from the left. Does the same for Paraguay. Comes in from that left. We are playing him as an inverted winger. I think he's wasted on the right, in all honesty. When he had that purple patch a couple of seasons ago, he was scoring for fun. He was having his own goal of the month celebrate competition. But after that, teams worked out what he was doing because they knew he had to move from his right foot to his left foot. So now they were putting extra players on to close that down to stop the shot. And that's why he looks so bad. But if you look at that heat map, when he was playing like that in the MLS, that's when he got his goals and assists. Now, if we go back to a couple of seasons ago in the Premier League, which would be the 22-23 season, which is when he got 11 goals and 2 assists. You can see the difference. He was playing on the right, though, mostly. Not a lot on the left, but mostly on the right. Now, if I go back to when he first came under Benitez, like I said, Benitez was playing him under his... Although he only played 9 games because Benitez left, didn't he? If you remember. So, when Rafa left. But that was under Rafa, because he obviously played 9 out of 10 games. And that's where Rafa played him, on the left. So, you know, is playing him on the right stifling his game as it took the confidence out of his game? Who knows? But I just thought I'd share that interesting fact with you. Yeah, yes, it is a piss pop league. But what I'm saying is, yes, we know it's not the best league, the MLS. But like I say, he's coming from the left. If he'd done that all the time, that would be better. Ronald says, let's be honest, the MLS is a Mickey Mouse league compared. Yeah, we know it is, mate. Yeah, absolutely it is. So, I mean, look. I mean, yeah, Daniel Milan, I mean, he's 25 years of age, plays for Dortmund. He can play left wing, right wing, striker, so you can play across anywhere, across the front three, which is absolutely fantastic. And if I look at his stats in the Bundesliga last season, because he's only played 1 game, he's only just started this season. He started 21 out of 27 games. He's got 13 goals and 1 assist. So look, but we know he's got pace and he's fast. So far, score C is rated around 43 million euros. So he's probably around about the £40 million mark. Hi, PD. Hope you're well, mate. When Miggy joined, Clue says, when Miggy joined, Rafa played him alongside Rondon and Perez, and we were 6th in the form table for the second half of that season. Yeah, absolutely, Clue. There are some gems in the MLS. Yeah, absolutely there is. I'd say a bargain right there. I mean, Thiago Almada would have been a great player to get in, but he's gone now. Milan would be a good signing this late. He would be. It's whether Dortmund would sell, that's the thing, you know. So we just wait and see. Anyway, guys and girls, we're going to come to the end of the show because 7:30 and people might want to get themselves ready for the football starting. There is a watch along on to the Tune Review. If you don't like the Sky commentary, you know, us tune into Paul and Billy and listen to their commentary. But yeah, as always, it's been a cracking show tonight, and thank you to everybody who's come on. I mean, I should be back later as well, yes, so do join me. Probably around about maybe 10 o'clock. And we'll have a look back at the game, and we will do the Carabao Cup draw for the 3rd round as well. So, look, make sure you tune in tonight for the Carabao Cup 3rd round draw as well. And let's hope we are in that draw. Absolutely. Anyway, if you've enjoyed tonight's show, follow Sean the Sheep and do smash those likes. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers find it more easily. And if you're brand new to the channel, come in to subscribe, come be part of this great community. Also hit the bell notification to keep you up to date with any live shows, upcoming shows, or pre-records as well. As mentioned, we should give Cock of the Week to Steve Parrish. There you go, Steve Parrish, you are Cock of the Week. That is a segment I have every week on a Sunday, so this Sunday I will have that segment up on show. Right, let's go through some comments. Yep, see you later. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. How are the lads? Goodbye, everyone. Take care. Cheers, Julie. Cheers, Tony, mate. No problem, Ian Fleming. Great show. Thanks, Julie. Great show tonight, Tony and all. Enjoy the match. Come on the tune, absolutely, Lee. Great show. Cheers, trolls. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care, says Alan. Cheers, mate. And everybody's saying take care and enjoy. Yeah, so I'm going for 2-1. And look, I'm still confident somebody will come in during the transfer window. But let's get the Carabao Cup out the way tonight, and let's get that win, and let's get through to the next round. And remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And I will see you all later on tonight for the draw. Until then, away the lads.